Hello friends, welcome. Friends, I haven't been recording video, neither I have been writing articles for I think 15 to 20 days. The reason is that I have been working on some important project that is anchoring all the stuff which I have been posting in the social media, LinkedIn, Substack, YouTube, all under one single platform. And it is taking a hell lot of my time. So I am getting overwhelmed by this work. Anyway, friends, I thought that there was an important event which has happened today. And since I have posted some of the charts in my website, which I'm in the process of creating, I thought of taking you through that data, which will give you some insight. So what happened yesterday? We had our CPI numbers, the inflation numbers out, and it was slightly delayed because of Dussehra. Now, friends, I would like to show before you that how the character of India's inflation has changed. And I'm going to make this video very short because there is no point in going on and people lose interest. So I have two dashboard in front of you, and what I've done is that I've embedded these dashboard in my website, which I'm going to launch very soon. It will take some time, but a lot of work is happening on the behind. So I'll just give you a preview as to what is going on and how this data looks. Now, on the left hand side of your screen, which is this particular chart, this is basically in a different form, which is giving you consumer price index inflation, and similarly this is also a different form of the chart. Now, what this chart which is doing, or which is on your right side of your screen, is giving you a snapshot over a window period of time, which is you can choose here, right? Suppose, let's say if you want to make a choice of 14 months, then you can just press 14 here and the numbers are going to get displayed here. So what I have done here, instead of talking about inflation, I have chosen a metric called combined inflation weighted average. Now, what is this weighted average? The weighted average is this number that you see, which is the current number which was announced yesterday of the combined inflation, which is 5.49%. So for my basis point, I have listed this number as 549. Now, if you add up these numbers of the individual items that you see here, all these items, you will end up approximately reaching out this number, which is 549. Now you can see that how vegetable has been contributing towards the overall inflation for such a long period of time, right? You can see that the vegetable inflation, whenever the vegetable inflation has been high, you can see that our inflation has been invariably high. So the character of our inflation has become a very simple vegetable inflation. Simple as that. Our inflation story is very simple. The reason the inflation numbers were less in the month of July and August, if you clearly see that this vegetable numbers contribution to the overall inflation numbers from a percentage basis point was very less. So that's the main story here. Simple as that. Now let me take you time, back in time. So let's say if I go 24 months back in time and see how the vegetable numbers have been changing. Still, so not 24 months. Sorry, let it be 12, because otherwise it is it's like the window period. What I have to do is that I have to move it back in time there. So let me press 12 here. So just a minute. This is a slightly slow. I will have to fix this a little bit better, and so that this kind of problems do not happen, because I understand how the tool is made. So I will have a limit there. You can't basically press a number which is beyond that. So if I make it 24, so 24 means I'm going back 24 months in time. So you see here the vegetable numbers here are still very high, because in the period of year FY22 the inflation was pretty high, the numbers were pretty high. And whenever the numbers were low, for example, if you see in the month of October and November, it is because the vegetable numbers were low. Now let me just make it 36 months back in time. So if I make it 36 back in time, so you will find that yes, now you see that the character of inflation was in that particular time period was mainly oil and fat. You see, the vegetable numbers were pretty low, right? But inflation was within that particular 5% number range, right? It was fluctuating between 5 and 6. You see here, it's all fluctuating in that window period. Now let's go 48 months back in time. So if I go 48 months back in time, you will see that the inflation was still very high and the vegetable numbers were also higher and others were also contributing. See, vegetable numbers were higher and there are other items which are also contributing. For example, cereal products were also contributing around 76, 57, 45 basis point. Transport and communication were also communicating. So in nutshell, what I'm basically trying to tell you is that let's go 60 months back in time and see how the inflation has changed over that period. You'll find that as the inflation was low, vegetable was invariably low, right? And whatever was contributing was other ancillary items like housing, etc., housing, health, etc., transport and communication. But vegetable was not an issue. The vegetable issue has become an issue which is a recent phenomenon. So if I again come back in today's time frame, you will find that our inflation has become a vegetable driven inflation. Simple as that. And let's use this chart and see how basically the other items are moving as I press and go back in time 1 month after 1 month behind. As I press, you see, you can basically see that whenever the vegetable numbers are high, this is again the weighted average. This is not the indexes, neither this is inflation number. This is weighted average, because weighted average is the right metric to compare, because that will tell us that how much of that particular portion of that particular item, because there is a weight attached to it, which is 6.04, and how much of that weight contributes to the overall inflation number here, right? That is what I am trying to say here. So if I go back again in time, you will find that the other items are not moving much. It is only the vegetable which is actually creating this problem. See, March 24 also, you see vegetable is very high. Both the charts are giving a different flavor. You can use both the charts, and when I post when I make out my website public, you will be able to use it yourself and see how this is going to remain current, because this is so, like I have got many other charts also in the website which will remain current. And as you see that as the numbers fluctuate, this number also keeps fluctuating, right? You see, these are the numbers, and mostly the number which is fluctuating is the vegetable numbers, right? The rest of the numbers are not fluctuating that much. So if I go down, go back, see, again the vegetable numbers became high, this number became high. So what is this issue all about? The inflation, that number that we see, is mainly vegetable. This is the vegetable inflation, and this number has this has become after COVID, the intensity of the inflation, or the flavor of the inflation which is becoming vegetable, has become more prominent. Earlier also it was like that, but after COVID, our inflation, India's inflation, is mainly driven by vegetable. That's all I wanted to speak about in this particular video, because there is no point in talking anything more than this. And I like to make my video short, because as I made my video longer, people lost interest. So thank you very much, friends. I thought I hope that you liked that video. I'll come back to you with a new video next time. Thank you very much.